Tonight on IFC, we'll salute filmmaker Henry Jaglom with a special triple feature. First, he parodies his own fame in Venice, Venice, a quirky comedy that co-stars David Duchovny. Then Jaglom uses his trademark cinema verite style to listen to the ticking of the biological clock in Baby Fever. And Orson Welles makes his last screen appearance in Henry Jaglom's Someone to Love, tonight, right here on IFC.
The Bible, according to Martin Scorsese, IFC Advisory Board member. Vibrant, violent, human. The Last Temptation of Christ. All the master strokes are here. Whipsaw camera moves, offbeat casting. But it's more than a Scorsese movie. It's an act of faith. Leave me. Last Temptation is a testament to the spirit of independent film. The Last Temptation of Christ. Premiering Sunday, July 6th at 11 p.m. Eastern, only on IFC.
Hi, I'm Janeane Garofalo, and please enjoy the backdrop of Grandma's Afghan. The film you're going to see is called Peeping Tom, which was directed by Michael Powell in 1960, and it is about a psychopath that enjoys filming his victims as they die. But the interesting thing about this film, it's a great film, but the best thing is the over-the-top acting by the psychopath, which would seem to be a red flag of that he is the criminal, but nobody seems to catch on that this sweaty-browed, ill-adjusted, social outcast guy carrying the camera is actually the guy killing the people and filming it. No one seems to quite put two and two together on that one. But it's great to watch his guilty acting. Like, even in the simplest of situations, he's always like sweating and going, "What? Who, me? No, I was nowhere near." And even somebody just asked him for a glass of water or something, and he's like, I didn't do anything. So please enjoy Peeping Tom.
Coming up next on IFC, we have the Ingmar Bergman film that was the inspiration for both Broadway's A Little Night Music and Woody Allen's A Midsummer Night's sex comedy. Bergman's Smiles of a Summer Night, next on IFC.
Spend the fourth with the pioneering sisters of the Independence Revolution. 5 voices. 6 stories to be told. 3 nights. A double feature every night. IFC's 5 Female Filmmakers Festival. 4th of July weekend every night at 8. Only on the Independent Film Channel.
Tonight on IFC, we'll salute filmmaker Henry Jaglom with a special triple feature. First, he parodies his own fame in Venice, Venice, a quirky comedy that co-stars David Duchovny. Then Jaglom uses his trademark cinema verite style to listen to the ticking of the biological clock in Baby Fever. And Orson Welles makes his last screen appearance in Henry Jaglom's Someone to Love, tonight, right here on IFC.
Hi, my name is Sally Kirkland, and I'm very honored to talk about Ingmar Bergman's film Smiles of a Summer Night, which is a classic, let's face it. Well, the Catholic Church condemned it back in 1955 because of adultery and lesbian insinuations, but of course, it's Bergman. It's witty, it's thoroughly romantic, it's provocative, it's coolly detached. Basically, it involves a lawyer and his wife who he's never slept with, and his former mistress, and a soldier who's sleeping with the same mistress, and his wife, who gets together, they all get together and go to the country house of the mother of the mistress and sit and watch the action go down. The men, I cannot believe what the men got. I mean, I just want to get upset and angry with the husbands. Now I know why I'm not married. Did I say that? Dear God, how they treated their wives. And actresses being depicted as the evil mistress. I mean, I don't know. But Bergman is certainly honest in how he depicts men of that time, or men, maybe men in general. And it's such a lyrical, poetic film. So, this is Sally Kirkland inviting you to enjoy Ingmar Bergman's Smiles of a Summer Night.
I'm 37 now, and about 3 years ago, all of a sudden I started to love babies. I never really loved babies before that. And I guess my clock is ticking.
You bring out the best in me, and I bring out the best in you, and it would be a crime if you didn't share that with a child.
I want a child more than anything in the world. When I thought about the reasons I wanted a child, I only thought about you.
I don't know what to do about that, about the man thing, but it's a big thing for me. I can't do it singly. I don't want to. I don't want to be inseminated with one of those turkey basters because that's just not romance to me. A baby shower is a wonderful thing.
A baby shower is a disgusting display of gaucheness. I mean, it's giving people gifts. They're manipulating people into giving them things. You're inviting people to a party.
Inviting people to come and to share in your joy and to have a wonderful time.
It is, and
how
it's saying,
beautiful.
come and bring me a present. I registered at blah, blah.
Ta-da! Oh, my God.
What did you give her? I gave her a 1-year rental on a breast pump.
A breast pump.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm hunting. I figure I have about 5 good years left. And I'm cute. I mean, I have a good personality, so I should be able to find somebody.
A lot of it has to do with the sperm. Heat inhibits the sperm, and so the man should not wear tight underwear, should not take a hot bath 5 days before ovulation.
But he can take a bath, but it's just not a hot one.
Yeah, it's just heat, to avoid heat.
And at this point, it's unbelievable. I mean, people call up and they're very nice, and they say, would you like to go to dinner? And I say, dinner? I mean, I've gone to dinner for years, and it's done no good. I have to have a child.
Are you premenstrual?
What's the problem? You're so
very
sad.
hormonal. I don't.
I'm pregnant.
I'm ovulating now. I'm ovulating now. Attention, shoppers.
Diane for the little one. Love, Sylvia.
In the 1960s, D.A. Pennybaker's Don't Look Back and Monterey Pop captured the legends of rock and roll. Now, D.A. Pennybaker and Chris Hedges bring us the making of the first president from the rock and roll generation.
Somebody who's been through a lot of tough elections, James Carville, is known as the Raging Cajun in the business.
Let me tell you what's at stake in this election. It's about George Bush and the whole sleazy little cabal of them. You're going to get tax breaks for the wealthy. You're going to get a guy that doesn't know what a grocery store scanner is.
I'm getting sick and tired. I am every single night hearing one of these carping little liberal Democrats jumping all over my you know what.
I'm George Stephanopoulos. I'm Director of Communications. Bush was on the defensive. Another good night for Bill Clinton. 3 debates, 3 wins. I guarantee you that if you do this, you'll never work in Democratic politics again.
If we cannot believe anything he has said about his past, how can we believe anything he's saying about his future?
Well, I think Mary Mallon's got a good career in fiction writing when this is over.
I'm lost. I don't know where I'm supposed to go next.
Turn Perot off. I don't want to look at it. How are you? Nice to see you.
Stay focused. Talk about things that matter to people.
We love Hillary's new patriotism thing.
It's the economy, stupid.
Speak from your heart tonight. I mean, that's all that matters.
Read my lips. It's the most famous broken promise in the history of American politics.
But this thing, we will win.
So yesterday, if I think of an old calendar, I think of George Bush's face on it. Landslide, I like the way this thing feels.
They change the way campaigns are won. The War Room, from D.A. Pennebaker and Chris Hedges.
This is just the most American thing you can do.
Hi, I'm Jodie Foster, and you're watching the Independent Film Channel.
I met Jerome in the Cafe Tipo and asked him for the services of a translator. He gave me a choice of 6 languages. They had increased by 2. I talked to him and I flattered him, and I admired all the books he had yet to write.
I'm sure that the puritanical members of my potential audience are maybe a little surprised by how much sensuous nudity there is here. Because I'm talking here about flesh and text, and that means everybody's flesh and everybody's text. So I suppose the sexual element, if you like, is not in any sense made explicitly because I want to make comment about homosexuality. I just want to make comment about the body in all its forms. Along the lines that I'm sure that most of us would agree that there are 2 dependable excitements in human experience. One is sexuality and the other would be text.
I took risks.
Where? I can't.
Who knows what casual meeting would produce a surprise.
Now you come.
Some of the great Japanese calligraphers were very modest and unassuming men, humble clerks by day, daring poets by night.
I'll write something else. Yes.
Well, I can read you like a book. I've talked to many foreign journalists here. In every single language, there seems to be a translation of that idiom. I can read you like a book. There's all one book in all of us, in a sense. The story of our lives is a classic novel situation.
You know, it's a great problem of movies, is that they're always old-fashioned. It takes too long to make a movie. By the time your idea is on the screen, it's already dead.
To love someone who wants to reach out.
Okay, kiddo. Gotta go sleep.
I gotta get up real early in the morning tomorrow morning, you know? I have like an 8 o'clock call.
Okay, so you okay? Get up early? We'll get up early.
I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep if you're here.
Why not?
I'm
The third time you've told me this. Now,
I'm sorry, but I just...
when are you going to be able to go to sleep with me here?
More and more populated, and there's less and less room. And there are the apartments in which marriages are supposed to work get smaller and smaller. More and more people are going to rush out in the streets and kill everybody they can find.
I dreamed a dream one day. Now that dream is here beside me, lost. The skies were overcast, but now the clouds have passed. You're here at last. and down my spine. Aladdin's lamp is mine. The dream I dreamed was not denied me. Just one look, and then I knew.
Hi. In 1988, I made a film called Someone to Love. The original impetus for the film was being alone in life, having had a relationship which broke up, a marriage that ended, finding myself on my own again in life after a period of intense happiness and thinking that I would be happy for the rest of my life. At the same time, I had a great friend, Orson Welles, who I wanted to use as the Greek chorus. He had a lot to say, obviously, on this subject, like he had on every other subject. But what was important for me was that you would get to know Orson the way I knew Orson from the lunches that I had with him weekly. Not the intimidating ogre that everybody thought Orson Welles was, but the sweet, loving, compassionate, fun, friendly spirit that he really was. So I created a character for Orson where basically Orson was playing Orson. And he does that in this film. And when you get to see the film, and I want you to watch it to the very end, past the very last credit, because I do something there with Orson. When you see the film, you'll get to know Orson as if you were having lunch with him. So here is Someone to Love. It's Sally Kellerman, Michael Emil, Andrea Marcovici, Oya Kadar, Henry Jaglom, and most importantly, Orson Welles in Someone to Love, a film by Henry Jaglom.